Happy Labor Day, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I hope you had the day off. I didn't. I didn't, but I work from home, so it's not really a big deal, you know? If you haven't been on one of my videos before, if you haven't watched me before, my name is Chrissy Blevio, and first and foremost, I am a mother of two fabulous kids, two wonderful kids, and I'm also a beauty guide for LimeLight Cosmetics. And I love social media, so I'm always on. Hey, Melissa, how are you tonight? So today I am talking about something that is kind of new to me. It wasn't around when I went to beauty school. Hey, happy Labor Day, Melissa. And maybe it was and I just didn't discover it, but it's called baking. So today I'm going to bake my face. I hope it comes out good. I'm pretty good in the kitchen, but this baking, I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to get right into it. If you're watching on the replay, please put replay in the comments, and thank you for clicking instead of scrolling by. So I'm going to start off with our base makeup primer, and that helps. I was going to put on some music. I don't know what happened to my music. Oh well, I'll get it right one of these days. Hey Brittany, how are you? So that's primer. I'm not going to get crazy into the eye makeup today because baking is basically about making your skin look flawless, which to me is ideal, because if your skin looks flawless, you don't need to do a lot of everything. You can do a lot with your eyes and your lipstick, but if your skin is flawless, to me that's key. To me that's really why you wear makeup. So the primer's dry, so I'm going to apply some base. Our foundation, or base, depending on what you like to call it, is a wax-based foundation, and a wax-based base, I guess you could say. And I love it. It's beautiful. The coverage is great. I have to use a mirror because looking in here is kind of tough. So if I don't get out in the sun, you know, it's sunny today, thank God. But we have had so much rain, and my tan is starting to fade, and I just got this foundation. I'm not ready. You know, summer is coming to a close. I'm not ready yet. I know I live in Florida. You say, well, what's the difference, you know? But I hope you're not snowbirds out there, but I love the summer. You know, I'm used to the hot weather. You just don't go out and hang around 12 noon, you know, because it's a little too hot and the sun can be dangerous. But I love getting a break. You know, the traffic's not so bad. But anyway, we've had so much. Look how pretty that base is. I love this base. It is the best foundation I've ever used in my life. So I ordered the concealer. It's coming. I forgot it was a 3-day weekend, so I have to wait an extra day for my concealer to arrive, which really ticks me off. So who's watching the hurricane, the other hurricane that's coming? My daughter just went to work, so I'm going to apply a little concealer in a kind of a half-assed upside down triangle here. Like I said, this video is all about the foundation and my translucent powder. That's basically what this video is about. So I like to put my foundation on with our blenderful. I am a little more mature. I tend to, although my skin, I have to say, from these skin products, my skin is looking the best it's looked in a long time. But you can either use a brush or the sponge. I prefer the sponge because I don't want to swirl my makeup around. If you have dry patches or dry skin, rough skin, that's just gonna work against you. It's gonna bring up flakes of skin, or you just don't want to do that. You want to just you just want to press it into your face and distribute it that way. So I use the tip of my sponge for my concealer. I like a bright concealer under the eye. So I'm just gonna work that in. Now, my skin, I have to say, for me, looked pretty good before I started doing this. I just used our skin polish mask, and it just seems to be, when it comes to my skin, it just softens it, makes it very smooth and hydrated, and love that stuff. So yeah, we're keeping an eye, another hurricane. Do you believe this? It is hurricane season. My daughter's at work and she text messages me and she's like, Ma, this hurricane's legit. She said, pack up the dog and the cat and my veggie burgers out of the freezer and come get me. I guess her and the kids are talking about this hurricane that's out in the Atlantic. And I guess it looks pretty scary. I just can't even, my mind can't even go there. I mean, these poor people are suffering in Texas. And, you know, that's going to be a huge cleanup. And here we go. We've got another hurricane coming. Okay, so I've got my base on. I've got my foundation, my concealer on. So now it's time to bake. What the hell is that? Right? I know some of you are saying, what is she doing now? Baking is using your translucent powder to create a flawless finish. Now, I was practicing with it earlier. I really like the way this works. I think I do a pretty good job of it, but you'll get the basic idea of how this is done. So this is our translucent powder. And what you're gonna do is take a powder puff. Yeah, mine's an old powder puff. And you're gonna rub in and get that powder on that powder puff. And you're going to press it. Woo, that's a lot of powder. You're going to press it into your skin. I know that it looks like I stuck my face in flour. That's kind of how I feel right now. You're going to press it into your skin. Oh Lord, I hope this works. And I'm on live Facebook here. It better work. So I'm pressing this powder into my skin. And I'm going to go all around my face. I don't go right up to the edge, the bottom of my eyes, because I have some wrinkles there. And I know they say you can do this, but I'm not comfortable with that yet, especially not on a live video. I would not want to do that and have all these awful wrinkles. I'm working my way into that. Okay, so now we let it bake. So the idea is you put the translucent powder all over your face and you let it sit, and it slowly absorbs any oils on your face. So you're going to see that in some places the powder dissipates quicker than others or more than others. There's going to be other places on my face where maybe I don't really have any excess oil, so it's going to remain white. But you can see that right here it was pretty white, and you can see it's starting to fade. It's starting to absorb that oil. So you let it bake. So what do we do while it's baking? Well, usually I would be licking the bowl, but we're talking about makeup today. So I'm just going to do a really quick makeup look, just a very basic look on my eyes. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm going to use a little cream boat on my lids. So yeah, that's what my daughter says to me. This is legit, Ma. You know, living here in Florida, we're always, you know, during hurricane season, you know, you're always watching for hurricanes, and you get with the 24-hour news cycle, you know, they hype up everything. You don't want to ignore it because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. You don't want to be in an unsafe area. At the same time, every time, you know, I mean, they're already talking about, what if it was a category 5? What if it was this? Well, you know, what are you talking about? Let's just figure out where the damn thing's going right now. So I put a little cream boat on my eyelid. I'm just going to put in a little bit of brown in the crease. This eyeshadow is very pigmented, so I'm just going to use a little at a time. I'm just going to do a little, kind of like maybe like a casual office look. I don't know. So, yeah, I have a friend from Arkansas, and a lady I work with, and she always makes fun of me because she came down to Miami from Arkansas on business, and I was going to meet her in Miami. Well, I did meet her in Miami, and she was like, aren't you guys having a hurricane? I'm like, hurricane schmurricane. You know how many times we're told we're on hurricane watch, or, you know, I mean, you get a little jaded living here in Florida when it comes to that. So the other day, not the other day, but was it last month or the month before? We actually had, hey Renee, how are you? Happy Labor Day. We actually had a tornado watch. I mean, my alarm went off on my phone and I was looking out the window and I thought, wow, it's getting pretty windy. And there was a gust of wind and for a second I thought it was gonna blow in my window. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's going on? Maybe I should watch the news, you know? Tornado warning. So my daughter and I got in the closet with the animals. My son was not home. So I was telling my friend about that and she goes, oh, you were hiding in a closet? Aren't you the girl who said hurricane, schmurricane? I thought you weren't afraid of bad weather. Oh, so I guess this is quite a monster storm and I do kind of worry about the people out in the, you know, Cuba and the islands down there and the Caribbean. Caribbean or Caribbean? Which one is it, people? I think I say it differently every time. I don't know. But yeah, that is not going to be good coming through there. So just a very basic eye look because I'm waiting for my face to bake. I'm waiting for my, you know what, they probably call it baking because if you're in the kitchen with me when I'm baking, this is how I look. Only it would be in my hair and all over my clothes too. So just a very, very subtle look on my eyes. I forgot to shut off my phone. Call me. I hope they don't keep calling me. I have to block them. So I'm going to just quickly, let's see. I think I got some of that powder in my eyebrows. My poor eyebrows. They're not growing back. They are not growing back. So, you know, I have to say I'm watching the news. I'm watching the news to check up on this new hurricane that's out in the water. And you know, they're showing pictures from Texas. And I got to tell you, I am so, I mean, I know what Americans are made of, but I got to tell you, I'm just so proud of the people I see on TV. You know, those are my people. Those are my fellow Americans, and they're out there helping each other. Companies, wealthy people, everybody's pitching in, and you know, that's what we do, right? I mean, that's what we do here. Just filling these in a little bit. I think when I trim them, I cut them too short. I get a little crazy, and I end up cutting them too short. So I'm just outlining along the bottom of my what are these called? Eyebrows. And then I'm just filling in a little bit. And this one is this the one that's higher than the other one? It is. Oh, it is. It's higher than the other one. I don't know how that happened. I mean, it's natural, but so I'm just going to shape this a bit. Fill it in just a little. Not going anywhere tonight. My son is on call. My daughter's working. It's, you know, here again, it's me and the dog. I guess if I really wanted to go somewhere, I would have. It's just, the traffic is so bad. My daughter tried to go to the beach this morning. It was ridiculous. I didn't even attempt it because I know how bad it can be. Okay, so the powder, the translucent powder has been baking. And now what you do is you just take a brush and you flick it off. You want to flick off the excess powder. Let's see how quick, how good this flicks. And now I'm not done yet. And especially if you have fine lines, you might be saying, well, I don't know if this baking thing is for me. But I'm not done yet. I have, and I do love the way this makes my skin look. Now, I tend to like a more dewy finish, but you can always use highlighter for a little shine, right? All right, so I'm going to put on a little bit of blush. A little bit of blush for my beautiful palette. Here, I love this palette. This is called Blushing. And I'm just going to smile, put it on my apples of my cheeks and just blend it in. Just one. I'm not going to reapply any blush. This is very pigmented makeup. It's professional makeup. This is not your makeup that you find in the drugstore or your department store. The companies that make our makeup have been making professional makeup for the film and modeling industry for decades. And we look for the best manufacturers to supply us. So this isn't a pretty blush. I love this blush. Do I look bashful? I don't blush easy. You don't blush easy when you get to my age, sorry. Okay, so I've got my shadow on, I've got my blush on. Now what I'm going to do is, here is the big trick too. Okay, the baking is part one, but our finishing spray, 10 years younger finishing spray, this is the ticket right here. Did I get all the powder? I did. So, this finishing spray, oops, is going to set your, and makes your skin look beautiful. Look how pretty that is. I love this. I am going to bake my face every day. Every day I'm going to do this. I love this. I think it's dry. I think my skin looks beautiful. What do you think? I love this. So I'm just going to put on some mascara. Where's my mascara? There it is. I always panic. Where's my mascara? Oh, so yeah, that hurricane looks pretty bad, and it looks like it's heading, I hate that. It's like heading right for the bottom of Florida. Is it going to go right? Is it going to go left? Is it going to go in the Atlantic? Is it going to go into the Gulf? I don't wish that hurricane on anybody, and I certainly don't want it in the Gulf because I live on the Gulf Coast, but I'll tell you, I really don't want it in the Gulf because it could end up, you know, if it goes in the Gulf, it could end up hitting Florida, it could end up hitting Louisiana, it could end up hitting Texas. Texas is a big state. It's hanging out there in the Gulf. Oh boy. So this is our Perfect Mascara, and I totally agree with that name. So I wanted to talk to you about baking today. I wanted to show you how beautiful our foundation is, how beautiful it can make your skin look. And I think since this is your canvas for everything else you do, to me, this is the most important. The most important thing is having a beautiful canvas to work on. And the more beautiful your canvas, the less you need to put on it, right? Did I just... Oh. So I love this mascara. This is not a spiky, thick, tacky mascara. Your lashes come out very feathery and long. Really pretty. Yes, I usually do more on my eyes. I usually do some liner and all that. But like I said, today it's all about the foundation. The foundation and how beautifully our foundation, our primer, and our finishing spray, how beautiful your skin can look. And when you have beautiful skin that looks flawless, and you know, you saw my face before this, my skin is not flawless in any way. Not flawless at all. I have all sorts of those little broken capillaries, blood vessels. I'm not sure what exactly you call them. But, and I guess in a way I have sensitive skin, like very warm and cold temperatures will do that to my skin. But, you know, what am I going to do? If I live up north, you know, I have to deal with the inside heat and the cold outside. And if I'm down here is better. It's not, the temperature isn't as drastic. So there I go. There's my mascara. That's good. So now I'm just going to put on some nice bold lipstick. Hello, Sandra. Such a pretty name. How are you today? Hi, Suzanne. How are you ladies today? What are you doing on Labor Day? Anything special? I didn't do anything special. My kids are working and everybody's gone. My kids are working and my mother's in North Carolina. So I do think what I will do though, since I've got a very kind of basic clean look here, is I should put on a strong lipstick, don't you think? I have gorgeous lipsticks here, and these are just a few of our lipsticks. These are our liquid lipsticks. And you can tell I like the bright colors. And they are my colors. I'm a winter. I'm supposed to wear cool, deep colors. So, let me see. I'm going to put on my new lipstick. It's called Sugar Plum. Yes, I'm already in the Christmas frame of mind. If you know me, you know I'm born on Christmas Day. I was born on Christmas Day. Thought Santa bought me instead of the stork. And been a bit of a Christmas fanatic ever since. So this is Sugar Plum. Isn't that beautiful? If you're new to my videos, I gotta tell you, these lipsticks smell like vanilla cake. They actually really do smell, see, and I'm baking. They smell like vanilla cake. And this lipstick in a few minutes will set and it will go nowhere. It will be fine for hours and hours. So this is my video on baking your face. I just want to go over it quickly again. I used our Botanical wax-based foundation, beautiful creamy foundation, just kind of melts right into your skin. It's just gives your skin a beautiful finish. This is professional foundation. Actually, now that I think about it, it is the #1 selling professional foundation in the world. Not the country, the world. This foundation right here. And now it is available to us wonderful regular women. $36. Yes, it's more money than other foundations, but believe me, what it does for your skin, it is worth every penny. And I think I'm worth it, and I think you're worth it. $36 is not a lot to have beautiful looking skin. And it will last you a long time. If you wear makeup every day, this should last you 3 months. If you wear foundation, I did use like some kind of cheap concealer from the drugstore because I have not received my concealer yet. Just ordered it recently. Can't wait to get it. It's supposed to be fantastic, concealer for under your eyes. This is my blush that I used, blushing. This is the translucent powder that I baked my face with. So for beautiful, flawless skin, the Botanical foundation, the concealer, and this translucent powder. Now it all starts with makeup primer and the finishing spray. You use these, your makeup is going to go nowhere and it's going to look great. You're not going to have to touch up your makeup. And it does. It really keeps your makeup looking flawless all day. Even here in Florida. So that is my, that's my video on baking, mainly about our foundation and how to make your foundation using our pressed powder, how to make your foundation look flawless. So I hope you enjoyed my video tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions on any products, I am going to take a selfie. I'm going to list all the products I used, and you can always send me a private message or comment on this video. Thanks so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.